My friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another treat from Wera. This is a tool that I got a few weeks ago, and I've been using it over the last couple of weeks, trying to get a good feel for it. And I want to let you guys know what my thoughts are. Now, what's in this package is not cheap, and it's something that they just come out with. I am a little bit late to the party, but what it is the ratcheting T-handle. So I'm going to let you guys know about my experiences using this and some one big flaw that I noticed with it and what my thoughts were using this thing over just an ordinary ratcheting screwdriver. First of all, I want to start by saying that with all Wera tools, every tool that I've ever gotten from them has typically been up to par. I have got some duds from Wera, some tools that I really didn't like as much, but overall they're high-end products like, the ratcheting T-handle, the ratcheting screwdrivers, the regular screwdrivers are always top-notch. With that being said, you do pay a pretty hefty price for it. So what I got, I didn't want to just get the T-handle. I also wanted to get the set that included all these bits. I got this set off of KC Tool, and let me shock you real quick. It was $125 before tax for this set. Now, you can get the T-handle in both the wrap adapter and in the 1/4-inch square drive. What's good about a T-handle is the amount of torque you're able to apply to a fastener, whether you're getting it off or you're putting one on. And a lot of people use T-handles with hexagonal type fasteners like nuts and bolts, things like that. However, there are a lot of Torx drive fasteners that you also need to get a lot of torque on, and they bite really well. Now with Phillips, you're not really going to need that because you're going to cam out way before you get the torque you need. But it is really handy, and it is ergonomically, it is actually more comfortable using a T-handle, I found, than just using my regular ratcheting screwdriver. So with this set, you obviously get the case, and it has, top-notch Velcro. The T-handle, there's this little elastic band that velcros over that secures your T-handle, and then you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You get 16 bits. So you get your hex, you get 2 Robertson or square drive, you get Torx 15 up to Torx 40, and then you get your hex drive from 1/8 up to 1/4. And then you get 2 Phillips, you get a flat. So as you can see, you get a wide variety of bits. And I also like that they're the 3.5-inch length because that does allow you to access, through holes that you wouldn't be able to with the wrap adapter. And that is something that I've actually seen a lot of people online take exception with, is the wrap adapter. From where it's so wide, you're not going to fit your wrap adapter through like any tight holes. However, the T-handle comes with those 3.5-inch bits, which does allow you to get the clearance that you would normally get with a regular screwdriver, even better than what you would get with your ratcheting screwdriver. So that's definitely a plus in my opinion. I like that they, put this combo together with the 3.5-inch bits. However, if you do have a bit check, you can certainly use the 1-inch bits. And definitely something else that I noticed was the ratcheting mechanism on the T-handle sounds and feels a lot like the ratcheting screwdriver. I'm pretty sure it's the same tooth count, and I would say that it's probably the same manufacturing process or the same manufacturer for both of the mechanisms in each of these tools, because they feel really similar. With the T-handle, like I was saying before, you can get a tremendous amount of torque, and it is way more comfortable to screw, that's what she said, like this than it is to do this. I did find that using my ratcheting screwdriver, I had more fatigue in my hands and my forearm than what I did when I was using this. And you can even, hold it like that, and it's just really easy, and it's really easy on your body. That's a huge plus to using a T-handle. There is a flaw with this particular design, and I hope they address this in a future iteration of this product. So, as you know, the switch is up here. So let's take a close look at it. So the switch, as you can see, has the Wera logo on it. You got your right, left. It's a little plastic switch is all it is. Now, if you notice, the switch actually sticks a little proud of the handle. It's not recessed. So there's times if you're really trying to ratchet down on something and your hand is moving, you can actually work that switch over the opposite way. And I noticed that I had done that on a couple occasions where I was grabbing it and just going to town with it. Your hand slips or whatever. And as you can see, it starts working its way in the opposite direction. So I hope that's something that they address in the future, because it didn't give me a lot of problems, but it happened enough times that I was like, for $125, that's definitely not something that I should have to worry about. And the switch is plastic, but it also has this little cap here, and I would imagine that's for lubricating the mechanism. But again, you can see the switch here. This is the switch. That's all it is. It's just a little tiny, look how thin that plastic is right here. So that's pretty worrisome for a ratcheting T-handle that costs this much. All right, so really quick, I'm going to demonstrate just the ease of using a ratcheting T-handle. So just as usual, all of Wera's number 2 Phillips, they do bite really well. But, I could really do this all day. And it really doesn't take a whole lot of force. And it's extremely comfortable. Now, if I really wanted to torque it down, I could do that. But if I wanted to keep on going fast, I can just hold it like that at the tips of my fingers. And it drives that screw in. That's a 2.5-inch long screw, wood screw. And we are just about set. And again, if I really want to torque that sucker down, there's nothing to it. It's really comfortable to use. Now, I'm sure there's situations where this is going to be your better bet, but as far as comfort and ergonomics go, I like the T-handle. That's a really good way to go. All right, now let's try to put it in there with the screwdriver, and let's see which one is faster. I can already feel more resistance through the ratcheting screwdriver versus the T-handle. And this is actually a pre-drilled hole. Yeah, my arm is fatiguing much more using the ratcheting screwdriver versus the T-handle. I'm already at a point where I really need to kind of hold it like this and really torque it down. Now, if we get the T-handle, it's just, there goes that switching over. It's just a lot more comfortable, and you get a lot more torque on the screw. And it's a pre-drilled hole, but it's small. And that is not nearly as fatiguing using the T-handle. So, yeah, definitely, as far as ergonomics go, I definitely prefer the T-handle as far as ergonomics go. And you can get a hell of a lot more torque out of this T-handle than what you can on a regular ratcheting screwdriver. No doubt for, lighter applications, some situations this would probably be better. But I've been noticing that I've just been grabbing this for just about everything. And it's really worked, and it's worked well. Overall, there's a huge price barrier to get into this, and there certainly are some flaws, or really one glaring flaw with this particular design. With that being said, as a ratcheting T-handle, it works, and it works really well, and it's a heck of a lot more comfortable to use, like I said, than a regular screwdriver. So in my book, it's definitely a like. I would like to see them maybe come out with a second iteration of this and maybe make a change to that switch. But it is what it is. But that's all I have for you guys today. I definitely want to thank you all for stopping by and sharing your time with me. And if you don't care, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. And I will have links in the description for Amazon and KC Tool if you guys are interested in this tool, Bear Tool and the combo. I'll put them both in there for you guys so you can find them. But that's all I have for you guys. I will see you all on the next one. Peace.